Hoop hoop warp now lovely. It's me, Marie. And today we are doing a blast from the past. So, EA says that the Sims Blast from the Past event features rewards that will take you back to the 2000s, like a milk carton, a telephone, alarm clock, triple tiered birthday cakes, inflatable chairs, love seats, yada yada yada. I mean, that's cool because I started playing on console. Yes, I am a console queen, by the way. And my first game was The Sims 1 on PlayStation 2, which, yes, I did play in a flower purple blow up chair in my room in the second grade. And I actually still have my PlayStation, but that's a wink wink for later. But anyway, basically the story is a mysterious figure from the past has blasted into town just in time and needs your help. Someone is borrowing from the past and you'll need to unravel the mystery through time. And my Sims, Leah and Steven, will be walking through it with us today. And this is Leah and Steven. They're engaged and they recently built and bought them a brand new house. Leah is pregnant and they're going to get married on the beach soon. Steven is a handsome archaeology nerd who loves tech from the past and the present. And Leah is a beautiful woo-woo girly who loves crystals and has a strong connection to the island spirits. They met on one of Steven's archaeology trips he took to Cell Delverada. Rest in peace, Goose. To explore the caves and stuff. And to throw some more chaos in the mix, we are going to be doing the Blast from the Past rewards event. And without further ado,
here we go!
A strange visitor. A brilliant flash and resounding boom echoed through the town, sparking curiosity and rumors. A mysterious figure appears, both familiar and strikingly different. Could this enigmatic visitor be linked to the disturbance? Unravel the mystery in The Strange Visitor Quest. Alright, so our first thing that we have to do is tune into the news for 15 minutes, which is not that hard, but alas, my Sims are sleeping. So we're gonna let them sleep and start this quest. Alright, so right now I'm turning off the lights outside. Gotta keep those bills down. And we're gonna let my Sims sleep, and we're letting them sleep. Look at them, so cute while they sleep. Oh, look at the little beebos, they're so cute. And they're cuddling. Oh, they're in such a great place in their relationship right now. Every time I leave this household, their romantic bar goes down for some reason. I don't know what's going on there. So I think I'm gonna just have them straight away when they wake up, look at it, look at the news for 15 minutes. It's funny, Steven actually chooses to watch the news all the time by himself, like on his own. So I think I might have Steven do it. I see that she is good and pregnant and needs to go potty, so I'm gonna let her do that. Now I will say I will be going through these Sims regular lives while also doing this rewards thing. I feel like that's how everybody does it, but I'm gonna still try to go through and get their needs and wants and work on their aspirations, all that kind of stuff, while we go through this little challenge, if you will. Alright, now we are just getting ready with Miss Leah here. Good and pregnant. We're gonna have her take a shower, we're gonna have her go cook some breakfast. She always wakes up first, so good on her, I guess. But I love this bathroom. This build was actually the second build I've ever made from scratch, and I made sure to make it look very lived in. Yes, I did do all of this on an Xbox, so you know, take a look around, I guess, as we're playing, and let me know if I should put it on the gallery. But isn't she so cute pregnant? Oh my goodness, I love her. I love it. And I love also how she decided to skip my instruction to clean that up first. She's always doing whatever she want to do. Always. And looking at the camera, you'll notice. She is so cute pregnant, but notice here how she is complaining of the smell when I told her to clean that up first. But no, she do whatever she want to do. So I think what I might do is have them both watch it at the same time. Have Steven get ready, have her get ready, and then they kind of sit and watch this news segment for 15 minutes together. I think what I'll also do, like while I'm playing, is have them alternate all of the tasks. I feel like 2 is better than 1. We could probably get more done that way. And with the baby being born soon, they'll definitely have to switch hands and get it together. Aren't they so cute? I really wanted them to kind of just sit on the couch together and watch it, I guess. Cute little family moment before the baby comes, because once that baby comes, it's full throttle. Newborns are low-key so much work. But now Miss Leah has to go to work, so let's go. So I forgot to read the local news report blurb, like from the challenge, so I'm gonna go ahead and read it now. We're receiving reports of a potential time traveler in town. Their identity, origin, and purpose remain unconfirmed. However, several Sims have noted the distinct blue hair of this new arrival, and they believe to be Emmett Relevart. Over to you, Jenny. So, also, since this is a normal work day for her in the Grim Turn career, just bear with me. I'm gonna definitely speed through this, but if you don't have Life and Death, I will still show it because, you know, it's, I guess, cool to see gameplay that you don't have, and maybe you'll want to get the pack. But I will say the work days are pretty repetitive. So, you know, when she goes to work next time, I don't think I will show it, but and we'll skip it right over it so that we can get back to the challenge. So on a normal day working with the Grim Reaper, what you'll have to do first, once again, this is included in the Life and Death pack. Basically, you'll scribe for assignments in that little fountain there. And then you'll research your assignment, do scythe maintenance, and then practice reaping. Those are 3 things that you have to do before you go on your assignment. And I'll go ahead and still show those things, but like I said, the workday is normally pretty repetitive. There are some days where like insane things happen, like multiple deaths or just random cracks in the earth that you have to fix. I can't remember what they're called right this second, but you'll kind of see what a normal day is working with Grimm. It is kind of cool to have him as your boss and like talk to him at work, but other than that, I kind of think it's kind of repetitive. But I don't know, I do kind of like working with Grimm, but this is not a career that I definitely would choose. So basically, I have to tell you, we lost the footage. There is no footage of her at the actual job site. I think my game crashed. I can't remember because I recorded this a while back, but I think my game crashed, and so when I came back, it wouldn't let me let her go back to work. So we're a work in progress here. So bear with me. So basically, in the game, the live career wouldn't let me return back to the live career. So she's back home, and we're gonna just continue with the challenge. I think the next one is something on the computer, so we're gonna do that real quick and see what we have next. Could it really be Emmett? Checking his social media profile on a computer might confirm it. Did he have blue hair after all? You can check his profile under social networking from any computer. So basically what we're doing now is we're checking his social media profile. And also there are a few, if you go through it yourself, you might find a few typos. There are a few typos on some of these blurbs, which is why I have trouble reading them sometimes. Anyway, here is what it says about Emma's social media profile. Loves science, technology, believes in time travel, and has blue hair. The description on the news definitely bears a strong similarity to Emmett. It must be him, right? Isn't it funny how she's eating a bowl of nothing? Well, not even a bowl, it's literally nothing, and then it appears at the last minute. But our next task is to talk about Emmett with some other Sims. So what we're gonna do is, instead of invite someone over or talk to a bunch of strangers, we're gonna go visit some family. Here I was trying to decide how to travel because I have an Xbox and it crashes regularly. So we're gonna travel by bike today because it is the least likely to crash. And yeah, let's go visit the fam. Basically, they live in the original 100 baby house that Stephen was born in, and all his siblings were born in. He has 19 siblings or 20 siblings. I think there's 21 kids total. And yeah, you'll get to meet some of Stephen's siblings. So the original 100 baby house, well, my 100 baby challenge was in Oasis Springs. I put it here because the weather is always hot and I don't have to worry about it snowing. And also, it was just easier and I had less packs then. Let's just put it that way. So welcome to the 100 baby house. This is the house that Stephen was raised in as a 100 baby person, or sim. And basically 3 sims are left here. Pierre, his nephew, which that's a long story, but if you want me to get into it, I will. Just ask me in the comments. And his 2 siblings, Isabelle and Silly, which a lot of the 100 baby names that I recently, like from that challenge, are really silly. So Forgive me. But now we're talking about Emmett to our family because I didn't want to talk to strangers. So let's get into it. So here we are talking to family, trying to figure out where Emmett is. And I think that Emmett is at the park. Basically, let's see. Yeah, Pierre. I think Pierre said that he was at the park. Not silly with the full hatred bar. Like, what is going on? I swear, every time I leave my Sims households, they all end up just hating each other or like getting into fights. Or I get a call that's like, such and such is my enemy now. And they're all family, so I don't know why they fight so much. But it looks like Emmett's at the park in Willow Creek. And just a heads up for anybody who wants to do this challenge, if you have something else built in the lot that is technically supposed to be the park in Willow Creek, Emmett will still spawn there. So I have changed my park in Willow Creek to a pool, and I found out, I was so scared because I was like, what if it doesn't work? But he will still spawn at that lot. So I think we're gonna head out soon after we chit chat for a little bit. Okay, so I think we're gonna probably bring Steven for this one. It looks like she's already kind of tired and her needs are getting low, so just in case. And also, she is very pregnant and about to pop, so we'll probably have to switch Steven out and send her home because she has been working hard all day. Now, this is me frantically searching for Emmett because I was like, they said he was gonna be here. But basically, when you get to the lot, it takes him a second and he'll spawn off to the, if you're facing the lot, he'll spawn off to the right. And sometimes he gets caught up and he'll just stand there and talk to people. But you gotta be patient because he literally will spawn there. So like, he's not hanging out there, he spawns there. So it takes a second for him to show up sometimes. I was frantically searching, as you can see.
What is it? Where the is it? I swear to God. You laughing, girl?
I'm like checking all these people to like make sure. It took me so long to find him. Oh my gosh. So I just went in and hoped that maybe he would come in too. I don't know. I was so scared. I was like, oh my God, he's not here. Okay, so we found Emmett. There he is, coming from the right. And now we're gonna try to get them to talk to them. The only thing I hate about bikes is that Sims will literally ride them anywhere. I feel like I've said this before. They ride them in the house, anywhere, on a mouse, everywhere, everywhere. But let's go ahead and talk to this man and see what's up. So Emmett just introduced himself to Leah. Let's see, this is what he said. Hey Leah, great to meet you. Why yes, I'm Emmett Relevant, technology expert and time traveler extraordinaire. I've been jumping around through time on a bit of a mystery, and I'm kind of stuck. Have you noticed any unexplained missing items around here? I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And now he's introducing himself to Steven. So my Sims got a little off task here. Let's just be honest, I got off a little off task. But this is what he said. Um, Items missing in time. I've been exploring the past, where we come from. It's been quite an adventure in simulation. However, I have noticed some ripples in my travels and have suspicions that items through time might have gone missing. Have you or anyone else noticed things out of place? And so our next task is to ask 3 Sims about the missing items. And this on this part, we might have to talk to a few strangers because I'm not going back to the house. But ever since I downloaded the Love Struck pack, every single couple in the game is somewhere watching the stars or watching the clouds. It's really cute animation when you're doing it, but when Sims spawn in to do just that on every lot, it's very insane. But it is kind of cute seeing the extra Sims just hanging out and stuff. So now we're gonna definitely try to ask some of these other Sims, but everybody's all coupled up. And Emmett keeps wanting to talk to us. Sir, this is not part of the mission. This is me trying to get them to stop talking to Emmett because it's not part of the mission. But also, I'm looking for Sims to talk to, see if we know any. It's funny how the Sims that you create or have played with, you're like played with Sims, show up at every lot, except when you need to do something like this. Looks like he knew Taylor, so we didn't have to do friendly introduction and all that. But this is what she said about the missing items. My friend had this muy caliente dress that was perfect for dancing, but it's been missing for a while now, which I think may be a reference to the Caliente sisters. That's really interesting. Basically, you just saw me sort of left click. I don't know, whatever. But basically, to cheat on console, you have to A/B click items, and then you get this other menu. And that's what I used on that sim to get him to stop. So basically, I reset object, and that is circle and X and A and B on Xbox. Now this is what that sim, I think his name is Jared, said about the missing items. There was this old song that, how did it go? La 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 dee da. it's giving Mr. Krabs and B Boo Boo Bop, if you know what I mean. Now I'm gonna have Steven eat because his knees are getting really low, but I'm trying to get him to hurry up and finish this so that we can get out of here and he can go home. Aw, Steven looks so fed up and over it, but we got one more person to ask, so just get it over with, brother. You can do this. You can do this.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, man.
So our quest is complete, and this is what the pop-up says. Emmett's disappearance seems to have drawn you into a mystery of missing items from the past, and it became clear that other Sims had also noticed similar disappearances in the present. And so now we're looking for new clues. And I don't know if you've noticed, but continue this quest. It's really starting to irritate me. But here is what I can see of the pop-up. Missing clues. As the mystery of missing items deepens, your sim keeps searching for answers. With each missing item, their anxiety grows. What could truly be happening? And that's all I can see. And by the way, Arun said the same thing about the Muy Caliente dress, so I won't be reading that at this time. Thank you. while I'm trying to do this, girl, everybody is freaking out. Miss Thing has peed on herself because she's pregnant. I don't know why, but in all my games, pregnant Sims pee themselves. But it makes sense. I mean, they got a lot going on in the bladder department. But anyway, now we're trying to send them all home. Apparently, she decided to walk even though she has a bike. And Steven is up. Nope, she's passing out. Okay. And then, of course, he rides right over her body. Oh my gosh. And now she's up, so let's head home. I think the next part is to work on the computer, so that should be fairly easy. So unfortunately, we may not make it to it tonight. It is very early or late in the night. So basically I'm gonna have them just go to bed because they are both knackered, okay? Knackered, if you will. Sorry to everyone from the UK or whatever. But yeah, let's just have them go to bed and then we'll have them play with the Sims Archives tomorrow. And this is what that blurb says. Some of those items mentioned sound familiar, like they might be found in the archives of The Sims. Select play game and then play The Sims Archives on a computer. So basically we'll have Steven do that probably because he's the computer guy, but she is, well actually they both are exhausted, so I'm just having them go to bed. Oh, they're cuddling again. They were in such a good place here. And also the bed keeps glitching, like there's somebody in it when there isn't. And I don't know why they keep hopping up to go to sleep. This is really weird glitch. Also, Mama is about to pop. I mean, look at her. Like, she is so very, very pregnant. Very pregnant. I had to check the radio several times because now in my game, Sims will just wake up if the radio is on in their room. Sort of like The Sims 1, where a Sim couldn't sleep if the radio or the TV was on. So I have to check, but nothing happened, and now she's got to go to work. But I don't know if I'll be showing that. So
Surprise, shawty!
we are showing her going to work today. Because this is a special work event, I thought maybe you guys want to see it, just in case you don't have life and death. So here I think there are a bunch of visitors on the work lot, the actual like lot where you work, and you have to go around and basically did she pee again? Oh my gosh, girl, get it together. Okay, we're gonna throw her in the shower and then do all of her work tasks. We might have to feed her and everything, but basically you have to go and you have to seal the fissures, and then you have to find like this mischievous ghost and a few other things. But I mean, it's like a nice change from the regular day-to-day. So I kind of think these work days where you get to stay in the office and fix some issue or whatever, the fissures, I think that this is the best day to show because we don't have to go to another lot and endure another loading screen. So a win is a win. That's all I'm going to say about that. So now we're having a little acai bowl before we get started, but she's decided to multitask, our multitasking pregnant queen. So she's doing the fissures and quote unquote eating her acai bowl, which is very boss lady of her, I guess. But also we don't have much time left of the day, so we gotta hurry up. And also, these tasks normally don't take as long, so her having this little mishap in the beginning here didn't really hurt us that much. I swear the only thing I hate about weather in this game is that rain is so glitchy. I had to turn off thunderstorms because it was glitching up my game too bad. Like here, she's glitching because of the umbrella, but then she's also trying to talk to her, like a whole thing. But now we only have like 2 tasks left and half the day is gone. So, like I said, these tasks don't take too much time. The only thing about this career though that I don't get is the soul reaping quota. There isn't normally like a number or even like a thing that says, you know, 5 out of 4, or what is it, 4 out of 5 like souls left to reap for the whatever, I don't know, the week. But you always end up getting, whether you skip work, whether you go to work, doesn't matter, you'll get a notification that says, you know, you didn't meet the quota for reaping souls or whatever, even though you do like a full day's work. And some of those days there are no souls to reap. So I'm not really sure what that's about, or maybe I'm dumb, but I don't know. So now that we're done repairing everything, all that's left is to recalibrate Grim's tablet and perform site maintenance. And look at that, we still have about a fifth, I can't really see, about a fourth of the day left, so we're making pretty good time. I think this is turning out to be a great work day. One thing I do like about the Grim Turn career is that even though some of the tasks are repetitive, they don't all show up at once, and they show up in random orders. Sometimes, most of the time it's the order that you recognize or remember. But now we have to practice reaping and socialize with our coworkers, which should be fairly easy. I noticed that Shingo is like, I guess, a friend of hers that they kind of talked before, friendly. There's no drama there, I swear. So I'm gonna have her talk to Shingo after she practices reaping. And now our workday is done and we can head home to check, I think, the Sims archives. This should be pretty interesting because I think the challenge is gonna let us time travel, but I don't know how they're gonna do that. Or maybe they're just alluding to it, who knows? The only thing that bothers me with these careers sometimes is that the Sim will get home and stay in their work clothes. It bothers me. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just weird. But now we're going to play, what is it, Sims Archive, and see what's up with that. So the Sims Archive has given us a little bit of information, and this is what it says. While in the Sims Archives, your attention was caught by an oddly dressed Sim bearing a time capsule. It seemed to glow in an unfamiliar manner, and a strange feeling came over you, almost like the time capsule may still exist. You can't shake the feeling, and now you have to find it. Since Steven just got home, I wanted to give Leah a little bit of free time to work on her little side hustle, which is basically making jewelry and selling it. I plan on building some kind of structure in the back for her to sell out of, because I did once try to sell out of the front of the house, and Sims were walking into our house and eating out of our fridge. So I made I made like a little, what is it called, like almost like a shed, and I plan on decorating it further, but it's pretty plain right now. I kind of used a lot of the decor, so like the wall papers and wood trims from the Island Living pack, because it's Leah's side hustle, obviously. But I've been having a lot of fun with the Crystal Creations pack in this household. It's really cool to see the effects. Like, you get a lot of perks from this jewelry, and even the carved gemstones, when you charge them and everything, if you just leave them in the room, the Sims like get effects from it. So it's pretty cool watching this work and like all the different effects that all the different gems have. And now Leah has gone into labor, and yes, I did send her to the hospital, but my thing that I used to record was not recording when I went to the hospital, and it's not really that great to see anyway. But just know the baby was born, and I thought it was going to be multiples, but it was only one kid. And so they now have a son named Onyx. I kind of named him Onyx because she's really into crystals, and so I feel like that would be pretty cool to name your kid Onyx, I guess. I don't know. It's The Sims. It's for fun. Live a little. So now we've returned from the hospital with our little baby, and yes, she's in that hospital gown because Sims, after they give birth, love that hospital gown, which, I mean, I guess it's comfortable. But basically now we are probably not gonna get to look for the clues or whatever. We literally have a fresh baby here, but I will probably try to do that here later on once they get settled in. And by the way, the lovely lady visiting their house is Ashley, Steven's sister. She is a twin. Her sister's name is Murray Kate, and I guess she's just hanging out at their house. I don't know, she comes over all the time. She also has twin daughters and is parenting her husband's sister's or his husband's sister who lives with them. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. I'm sure I'll do videos with that family. I love that family. Their house is so cute. It was another house that I kind of, not really gutted, but I definitely made it their house, if you get what I mean. That's kind of what I was doing before I started like truly building. So, but yeah, don't forget to let me know if I should keep this house and put it on the gallery. So of course, just like in real life, we got a little distracted with our little nugget here, Onyx. Don't get me started on his pale complexion because, girl, what? Whose white baby is that? But anyway, basically, I'm going to speed through a lot of this. I'm actually going to speed really fast through some of this because it's all just them hanging out at the house. But we did eventually send Steven to look for the time capsule. So just, I guess, enjoy this, family moment, and we'll go ahead and get back on track. One thing I really love from the pack are these portraits that show the family or the household that lives in the house. It is so helpful, and it's really cute because it shows who all, lives there, and like it just looks like a really nice family portrait. So now that Ashley is gone and she's painting, well, apparently she still wanted to talk to her. I'm going to time jump, if you will. I've been watching a little Doctor Who, forgive me. If we jump in time a little bit forward so that we can go ahead and get on with our mission here. But we're gonna send Steven back to that 100 baby house to do a little digging around and look for the time capsule. Before we do our little time jump, I wanted to show you how I get my family photos. Basically, like I really like having personal photos of my Sims passed down through the generations, blah blah blah. But because we don't have CC on console, I have to get creative a little bit, and I'm sure other people are doing this. I'm probably not the first person to think of doing this. So you can see I've had like a few limitations, a little bit of trouble, as you can see, but Basically, I use the camera from the mosquito stuff pack, and I place it in the room, and then, you know, whatever sim is with the baby or taking care of the baby, I'll have the other sim in the house take photos of them with the baby so it looks like it's like a candid moment. I think they turn out really well, especially when you see them. Another thing from the Moschino stuff pack is the digital photo frame, which I use in every single build. It's the easiest and best way to showcase all the little photos or whatever. And basically, the digital photo frame will cycle through as many photos as you put in it. So one day you'll be able to see a picture of the baby, one day you'll see a picture of them getting married. But like, I love this because it looks like they took it. It's their family, their family photos or whatever. And I just thought it was so cute. But maybe give you an idea of how you can do this in your game. I'm not sure how much the Moschino stuff pack is. I want to say it's mid-tier, so it's probably around $10. But I play on console, so I'm not sure of PC prices. I know if you have Xbox Game Pass, you do have access to EA Play, which gives you like a 10% discount on all of your purchases, packs and stuff like that. But also just EA games in general gives you a lot of discounts. Well, the discount is not great, but it's like 10%, which, for a small pack like the stuff pack, it could help. But yeah, now let's do our time jump. Well, actually, now we don't have to. And since we are visiting the house, of course, Steven has to chit chat a little bit with his brother, Silly. Yes, his name is Silly because his twin's name was Goose. We recognized his passing at the beginning of the video. So yes, the twins' name was Silly and Goose. And yes, a lot of the names like that in my past 100 Baby Challenge were a little silly like that. I just think it's fun, and to me, they're like anime characters or like cartoon characters. Like, they don't have to have real names. These aren't real people. This is The Sims. So now we're gonna have him look for the time capsule. Hopefully we find it. Okay, so don't be alarmed by my notifications in the bottom right. Basically, I accidentally hit the screenshot button, so it recorded a game clip, but we did not use it, obviously. It was an accident. So he found it, and now we have to open it. So I think we're gonna go home, maybe? Now that we're nearing the end of our little mission here, Steven opened the time capsule, but he was exhausted, so he went straight to sleep. But this is what was in the time capsule. The time capsule was empty except for a single item, an IOU note. What could be so significant about this note? And this is what the IOU note says. If you're reading this, I don't have time to explain everything. Let's just say I needed to borrow some things for now. Catch you later, or earlier. Now, since these Sims have a family now, we have a lot to do. She's gonna be working on her gems. Steven's gonna be helping take care of the baby and making food and doing other stuff. So I'm gonna have them work on those things and do all that stuff, but I'm gonna speed right through it because we need to get back to our mission and, frankly, the end of our mission, and report back to Emmett at the park. As you can see, Leah really gets into the grind when it comes to doing this jewelry stuff, girl. She loves it. And she listens to her island music, okay? And she turns up and she gets to work. And I forgot to mention that she's actually wearing some of her jewelry that she made. And so her needs don't go down, which is like crazy. I think she has a necklace, a bracelet, and earrings. And combined, her needs do not go down. So I love that part of the Crystal Creations pack. If you don't have it, I would consider it because it does definitely help with gameplay a lot, especially if you're trying to get through a challenge or you have a baby, an infant, okay? You know, it helps. But yeah, I really like this pack and like all the different benefits you can get. I'm gonna definitely have her make something for Steven because this man is living, he's raw dogging life and he shouldn't have to. You know what I mean? Now, as you can see, their relationship romantic bar is pretty low, so I'm gonna have them have some parent time, if you know what I mean. They're getting a little heated, getting a little flirty, okay? Also, it's so easy to forget, like in this game, what time it is. It's literally the morning now already. They didn't even get to really go to sleep. I mean, Leah's fine because she has her jewelry and stuff, but Steven is not. He will probably have to sleep all for the rest of the day. But we still have to report to Emmett, so I'm going to try to get their needs up, get them together, get the baby together so we can go ahead and get back to it. Honestly, I'm just glad to see their romantic bar go back up. They're talking, which is great. And apparently he has a fear, which don't get me started on wants and fears. I like wants, but fears can kick rocks. Sometimes they're fun to deal with, but sometimes they're a pain in the neck. And somewhere else, if you catch my drift. But yeah, like, I love them together. They're so cute. Y'all should have seen them. Oh, when they were first like meeting, they clicked right away. So in love. But now I think we're gonna go ahead and get Steven ready to go. Have him collect some crystals from the get to work cheats that I put down. Basically, they're like geodes or something, and then like every so often you can collect crystals from them. I was using that before I remembered that you could just plant a crystal tree. And I do end up planting one later, just, I guess, to let you know I'm not completely slow. But now let's go ahead and get Steven together so he can head out. So now we are back at the park, which I have changed to a pool. And there's Emmett. It took a second for him to spawn in, but I cut that out as a courtesy because, yeah. And we're gonna ask him about the time capsule. So now that we've talked to Emmett, this is his response. I see, yes, it's starting to all make sense now. A thief is taking the missing items, but why and who? I can't help but wonder if that time-traveling thief is here and in this time right now. So now we have to accuse 3 Sims of being a time traveler to find whoever it is. Thank goodness Taylor and Arun are here, so at least we have 2 out of our 3 Sims. What I didn't know is that accusing Sims of being a time traveler would be a mischievous interaction. So it's kind of funny to see, I guess, him yell at people. So this is what Arun said as an accused Sim. I wish I could time travel. Of course you have to worry about the re-entry. A building that wasn't there, that is there, it boggles the mind. I was looking all over for a sim that he knew, and he doesn't know his sister because she's a lot older than him. He was one of the last babies to be born. But they do technically know each other, their family, so we're gonna trust family with this one and we're gonna ask her. Even though this might damage their relationship, even though they barely know each other, which is kind of funny, but yes. This is 9 West, and she is a mass presenting sim, and yeah, she's his older sister, and now she's leaving. Wait, what? So now I think we have to ask this random guy now, unfortunately. Womp. So at least it wasn't that bad, and he talked to us. We even got a little friendship bar out of it, but this is what he said after being accused. Is that even possible? I think you've been reading too much Wells, which is kind of funny because I think it's a reference to George Orwell. He has a lot of dystopian works. Now that we've got him, I think now they're arguing. What's going on? Oh my gosh, and they're mad at each other. So let's find another sim. This is gonna be really hard because everyone's all coupled up or busy. So I found this lady at the food cart and she has to talk to us. So let's do it. We're going to talk to the lady at the food stall. And we haven't been home in hours. This is crazy. He spent the whole day here doing this, which is like wild. Let's see what she has to say about being accused. So this is what Darling Walsh had to say about being accused of being a time traveler. A time traveler? Time doesn't exist beyond the present. No luck. Making baseless accusations of your fellow Sims might be complicating things. It might be best to cool off and reflect this further. So now we're headed home to maybe take a shower. I might get Leah to do this because Steven has been at this park all day long. So now that we're back home, we gotta get back on the grind, gotta take care of the baby, but I just found out that you can ponder time travel on the toilet. So this is gonna work out just fine. And now, after a little ponder on the toilet, all is right. Intuition drove the discovery of the time capsule and note inside. Emmett believes the missing items are because of a time-traveling thief, which is a lot to absorb. If time travel is indeed real, there must be a way to uncover its secrets. After a little hand washing, our quest is all completed for week 1. We got a retro deco phone set, 500 simoleons, Relevart time walkers, missing sim milk carton, the yesterday floor set, 25 satisfaction points. The future's so bright, sunglasses, another missing sim milk carton, the fun inflatable set part 1, which is just the chair. So I'll admit it, this challenge is a lot more fun than the more recent ones that we've had. And it's getting into a lot of lore, it's referencing The Sims itself. I think this is really fun, and I would definitely go ahead and get into it if you can. If you have access to your system and stuff, go ahead and get these free items. I mean, 9 items in the first week, that's crazy. And it's great for The Sims 25th anniversary. So thank you so much for joining me. I know this was a long one, but you know, sometimes the scenic route is best, or just what happened. So I really appreciate you guys for joining me, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Bye.